Do you have that moment that you're wondering, like, when am I going to finally sign a bunch of clients? Here's the secret too, the when. Hey, I'm Mary Bicknell. How are you today? Today we're going to be talking about what are some of the things in the way of you signing a new client, signing your first client, signing your first several clients. Like, what's in the way of that happening? Here's the answer. So a lot of times my clients ask me, when are we going to sign clients? Or I've just signed a client, when am I going to sign another one? Or, how do I keep that momentum going of actually enrolling clients into my business or to my program? My ask back to them is, how much are you showing up? How many times are you being visible? How many times are you asking people to get on a call with you, to sign up for your freebie, to make a comment in your Facebook Live or on Instagram, or make a connection? Like, how much of the work is going on right there? See, what happens a lot of times, and I totally understand how this is, right? Is that we're showing up and we're sharing with the world and we're giving, 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 and we're giving all of our great content and all of our worlds of expertise. And what we're forgetting to do is we're forgetting to ask people for engagement. See, sometimes people just show up and they're just like, here's how, here's the thing. And we're just giving so much how-tos. We're forgetting that we want to be real, and we want to also connect with people emotionally. We want to allow them to recognize that we understand how they feel. We forget that we need to also do what I call story selling, which is like sharing not just always how to and content and ABC 1, 2, 3. We also want to make sure that we are giving to them stories that say, I understand how you're feeling. Stories that say, I get you. Stories maybe that, like, when I worked with my client Sally Jane, what happened with her is, da 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 da, and give. That's also that relationship building, that relationship marketing method, that enrolling, that engagement. And not just like the rapid fire, this is what you're going to get if you work with me. And so that's one piece of the puzzle. Another piece of the puzzle is literally like, are you tracking your engagement? Are you tracking how many people you talk to? Are you tracking how many people you've gotten on the phone to have an enrollment call? Are you tracking, like, what's your engagement on Messenger or Instagram, or what's the back and forth? Are you tracking, like, if you're moving people onto your email list or maybe into a Facebook group? Like, are you connecting with those people? See, a lot of times we want to hang out our shingle, which is totally great. And what we want is we want everybody to be like, oh my God, finally there you are. And there's some of that. There's definitely some of that with clients. You're definitely going to have some people just like sign up. Oh my God, I've been wanting this. Hello. And then the reality is that majority of your day needs to be marketing and engaging with people. The majority of business development is the connections that you're making with people. It's not just having everybody just see your very first post, or to see your first 10 posts even, or they show up in your Facebook group and then suddenly they're raising their hand yes. See, the customer, there's different customers. And some of them are just the immediate, yes, oh my God, you popped up and I saw you for the first time and I need that widget, that service, that thing that you're selling. And other people are going to be like, well, most people, right? Most people don't like change or habits. It's hard for them to break their habits. So a lot of times people are like, well, I'm going to keep watching this person. I'm going to keep, seeing what she's doing. Oh, and maybe after 10 Facebook Lives, or, 10 blog posts, or, you keep showing, or after a year or after 3 months, like we forget that it takes people a while to say yes to themselves for their own transformation. They have to sometimes get to that point where they're like, oh, I can't quite figure this out anymore. So my question to you, business owner, is, are you willing? Are you willing to stay the course? Are you willing to experiment with what does work and what doesn't work? Are you willing to show up consistently? Are you willing to track your numbers? Are you willing to figure out, like, oh, Like, I can't seem to close anybody, or I can't seem to get people to say yes. Are you willing to ask for mentorship? Are you willing to have somebody give you feedback on what you've done to see whether they can help you tweak things? So for those of you who don't know me, all right, I'm Mary Bicknell. I'm a former psychotherapist, and now I'm still a clinical social worker. I still have my clinical license for you. And I am a business trainer and mentor and coach to women who are in private practice, who are mental health professionals, who are in the wellness industry, who are therapists, who want to leverage coaching, who want to leverage an online business, who want to maybe create a digital product, who want to have something different than their private practice, right? They want more than just the therapeutic medical model. And what I know to be true, my friends, is that we are taught not to reach out. We're not taught active marketing. We're passive marketers, right? It's like you hang your shingle, I'm a therapist, I can help anybody, and you get a referral from a doctor, and it's like, or you're on an insurance panel, or Psychology Today, there it is. And we don't recognize that when we're building an online company or business, we need to be more visible, show up, share expertise. And that takes a little while. It takes a little while. So feel free to comment below. What do you think about this? Also, if you need some support, I've got a free Facebook group. There's over 3,600 people in there right now. And you come and join us. Come and join us. Ask the questions. I do a lot of workshops in there and help you create what I call your big, bold life in biz. It's all available to you. So in that Facebook group, the link is below. Part of this is learning the how and connecting with your why, and then doing the work. Are you in it for the long haul? Are you in it to figure out what works, what doesn't? So you don't know what doesn't work until you know what doesn't work. Let me say that again. You don't know what doesn't work until you know what doesn't work. Just like you don't necessarily know what works until you know what works. Part of marketing is an experimentation. Part of marketing is experimenting with different things that you need to do to connect with your ideal client. So comment below, come join our group, and I will see you next time. Bye.